Oh my god, I wanted to watch this with you guys.
Was it worth it? So this all started as a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video and I picked art because I thought it was easy to track. Like I'll draw for 30 days, I can show the first day and then I can compare it to the last day. That will be interesting to see. Did I make progress? People were so encouraging on the video and I really enjoyed picking up drawing. So I kept going and I did a 100-day one and people enjoyed it even more. There was no way I was gonna stop. I had to do at least a year. And here we are. Being here, I have so many emotions.
It's been a year.
Happy.
That is crazy.
All right, let's dig into it. Let's watch.
Let's watch.
Sorry, my nails. This is where it all started. 365 days ago. Day one.
Draw in the same sketchbook for 300 days. Yes. Yes. Man, this is nice to watch. Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives me he has many sketchbooks.
Confidence.
Ah, okay.
Here's when I started to look up tutorials and stuff online. You think it'd be better, but they all kind of look like they have some sort of allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would.
I mean, you could say that this is just like unique person proportions.
Damn, I drew so hard I can't erase.
Why is he erasing it?
Change and it's already so much better. I realize, and maybe other people have said this too, but drawing is more about training your brain to see rather than actually technical with your hand. I think that's a misconception I had. But after 30 days, this was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it, and I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there. So this is my progress after 82 days. 84.
Oh yeah,
and I
these
really think
cool.
Here's where I peaked in terms of if you wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time.
Oh yeah, he said that he thought he couldn't draw better than this one.
Colors on papers is so satisfying to look at that it kind of forgives a lot of the anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketch is still being there.
God,
like, it's just nice to look at regardless. But yeah, this is the last thing I drew for my 100-day video, and yeah, it's cute. I did it. I drew something. So let's check the progress from there on. That's wrong. First of all,
I have the same sketchbook.
Don't do what I did. I just kept drawing the same things. Anime girl.
What's wrong with that?
Too much anime.
What's wrong with anime girls? Bad, just bad.
I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve. I wanted to be more consistent.
These already look so much better.
I kept doing this. But if I had to redo it, absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else. And eventually I did. I really wanted to draw more color, but it takes so much time to do that. And I really felt like I needed mileage more than anything. So just adding a little bit of color, sure. We'll ink it, but that's the most effort I'm gonna get into.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, just sketching random stuff I find online. Finally,
oh shit, man!
And I draw boys. This is the boys arc.
Oh my god, boys arc.
I drew so much guys from anime because I thought that I drew so many mangas. You probably recognize these.
Nice.
I think this is Jujutsu Kaisen. I think, you know, this is a good time
Maybe
for me
I
to
should
address
start
a couple
learning
things
boys.
from my last video. And
so I can draw
YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool to see and actually get encouraged by professionals. I really appreciated that. Another thing was that people said I had an art background. That was like a rumor that went around. And I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point of this video. I was not being disingenuous. I have not drawn since I was a kid. But
I think it's more like if you have, what is it called? What is this? I guess like a library in your hand? Observance? If you have observance, is that the word? And he's pretty old, right? He's like 30 something. Mental image. Like, you're old, plus if you have the mental visual library, whatever the it's a lot easier to like start drawing. Like if you're like looking at anime stuff all the time, or if you're like appreciating it in certain ways where you like notice how things are drawn, it's already gonna be like printed on in your head.
I love doing Photoshop. Before
You just call him
YouTube,
old. I mean, old compared to people who are like starting out, who are usually younger, you know, and they're like, oh my god, like if he can do it, like I'm cooked or whatever. I don't know.
I loved photoshopping images and creating artworks that way.
I
So maybe
saw a lot of mad people for some reason that he's like, he has the time to draw or something like that because he's rich. So that you don't need to, like, he wasn't even drawing like for the entire day. I think everybody has like 15 minutes to draw. Yeah, he draws a few minutes a day, and that's honestly like, I think the most important thing with art is like to just show up every single day and draw at least something, like even like a tiny thing. Then you're gonna have the progress.
in the sense that
That's
helped,
like with the gym.
but I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would.
You don't go to the gym and train for 8 hours. You train for like 30 minutes, 1 hour, and that's it.
Not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, you know, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be inspiring for other people to do the same thing. Like that's my goal. Like people say anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. Oh, and by the way, I wrote a blog post.
Sponsor.
Yes, I write blog posts now. It's just more details about my favorite type of notebooks, my favorite
How
kind of pens.
does he look
if
younger?
I were to do this challenge again,
Why does
what would I do differently?
he shaved his
How
beard.
to remain consistent. All these sort of stuff. If you wanted to do this challenge yourself, I recommend checking that out. I just didn't want to get too much detail in this video. But an insecurity of
Where
mine
does
was
his
brewing,
beard
which
go?
was I couldn't, like if I wanted to draw anime style. Sorry, it's hard to see here.
It doesn't.
You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you draw where the eyes are gonna be, you kind of figure out how
Holy speed run.
the chin is gonna be, the nose, the mouth, the ear, and then you're swirling some hair really quick. This method is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance. Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of
Yeah,
proportion.
about that I want
makes
to
me wanna draw.
apologize
Kinda
for
looks
asking drawing
weird.
tips a little bit ago. I just keep practicing
don't
and I slowly see
apologize.
progress now. So again, sorry and thank you and
No,
chat.
bro, don't apologize. I was not. Why are you apologizing? It's literally fine. I'm the one who's supposed to apologize. Cause like people keep asking me for tips, and I don't know how to help, even though I want to, but I can't.
I withdraw that guy's apology.
Thanks. For me, the hardest thing about drawing is drawing. For me, the hardest thing is when I see a blank canvas, and it's like to start drawing something, and to sit through the first like 5-10 minutes is like the worst for me. Like those 5-10 minutes are gonna be like crucial for me if I'm gonna keep drawing or not. It's painful, it is, but like you just gotta sit through it. But it's hard.
So to draw directly
hate
was so
drawing?
difficult. So I bought this
I
pen.
hate certain
This pen is
aspects of
amazing.
drawing, but I like drawing.
It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it, ink
Oh
comes
yeah.
out, and you can draw really slim lines or really thick lines really quickly. And I told myself I was gonna force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was gonna really like, I'm gonna use this pen. I need to learn how to draw without
In theory,
the whole circle thing again.
just get a ball
At
pen.
least that's what I wanted to do. And it took some time. Is
that what's called
like
ball
taking
pen?
100 steps back, but
That's what it's
how you
called
have
in
to improve,
Japanese.
You know, you have to get out of your
Ball
comfort
pen.
zone. But I think eventually I started to sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind of really
Ballpoint pen.
quickly
Why do I
satisfying
need to
result with the
pronounce
high
the extra
contrast.
word?
I really enjoyed. So I did some manga panels, and yeah,
that's
it
nice.
feels like I'm looking at a manga. It's really cool. Getting more comfortable.
Wow.
It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like
Yeah.
a little side quest, but
I
I'm
wish
glad
there
I
was
took
liquefy
it,
tool
and,
in
yeah, it was really fun.
traditional art.
But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. I did find it amazing, like how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could.
That's a cloud.
So that's cool. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I'm
But
done.
I think something finally sparked in me where before I was like, okay, I just want to draw for the sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in anything. I started drawing manga panels.
I was kidding.
I
I
wanted
was
to understand
kidding.
these things. Drawing landscapes. This is Nihei.
Don't take it
I love his work
serious,
so
stop.
much. So finally, after, I don't know, 300 days of drawing, I
He
picked up
discovered
an
the
art
books.
book.
Oh
I
my
should have done
god.
this ages
He's
ago.
been living in Japan this entire time and he didn't own a single art book. Are you kidding me? I bought my first one as soon as on my day one. On my day one, I found a bookstore and I bought my first art. Hello? What the
Couple art books, some more technical than others, but I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different preferences. I think if you were to be a professional artist, you probably want to pick like a human anatomy.
He's not
book
an
and
artist
really study
still.
it. But for me, it's
You
just
got-
supposed to be
Bro,
fun.
I feel like even if you don't draw, you're gonna go to the bookstore and you're gonna be like, oh my god, that kind of looks cool, I want it.
And I
No?
think if I'm having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books about perspective because I want to learn and I want to understand this.
You
And I
need
think
to buy
finally
a
that clicked
book.
in me. It went
I have
from
a
me
lot of
just wanting to
those.
sketch whatever to, no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better. And I wish I did that sooner. Again, this felt like taking so many steps back because I had no clue how to draw a body. Zero. I had not practiced.
I need
At
that
all.
book. I
had
need to learn how
sketched
to draw,
so
guys.
much. And
Oh.
it feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 101 that I felt like, okay, well, my year one has to be really good, right? Like, but progress isn't a straight line. Like, I think I was being too hard on
Yeah.
myself where I was getting close to a year and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one
Wait, that looks good.
and I'm like comparing it to my
Show it
80
closer.
day one and I'm like, the 80 day one, it's still better.
It's
Even
just
though it's just like
a different
whole
vibe.
body, it's still better. So yeah, if you want to improve, you have to kind of go through the
I mean,
pain
full
of
body doesn't mean that it's
sucking
better
again,
than.
I guess.
I mean, you don't have to draw
Because
full body.
it
but
really felt like, oh, cool. Like
I'm
I
sure
drew
you
for
could
this
see improvement
much
in different
and,
aspects.
I don't have anything to show for it. I think I wanted to learn to draw and actually understand anatomy. Before, it didn't matter to me. It was just a hobby. But now I'm like, I want to actually know, like, how do you draw legs? How do you draw different expressions? How do you draw? What is this? You've all been waiting
Oh
for the
god.
return
Oh
of.
my god.
What is it?
G
Yuzu
Fuel.
Flash is back! G Fuel Energy Formula, Pewdiepie Yuzu flavor, Japanese lemon, delicious. is
Lemon
back,
Japan.
along with Fear Fest, where you can get Ghost Fest, Stab Stimulant, Caramel Apple, and Halloween edition water.
What the
melon
f- those
Lemad.
are?
Lemad. You can pre-order the Yuzu Slash Pewdiepie Collector's Box now.
Holy.
Get it now.
No.
Now's your chance.
No, I'm okay.
But you can get the energy tub right away, but it's a limited
Thank
time
you for
only.
the
A
offer,
lot of people
though.
are requested for the return of the Yuzu Slash. It's delicious. I love drinking it in G Fuel. It's a great way to support the channel. I really appreciate it. If you guys can check
I'm
it out.
sorry.
Link is
If
in
there was a
description.
different way, I would.
I was genuinely.
I
panicking.
like your video.
It's been so frustrated this entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video, but I
Maybe
felt
if you
genuinely
if you
in
sell
me,
chair
like,
again.
I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better. And I really wanted that to show. So I really did push myself a lot towards the end here. And that's when I bought an iPad.
Oh.
Coming in clutch last minute.
Oh,
Super satisfying to draw with a pen on an iPad. But obviously it was
Digital
way different. So
art.
again, it was like a last minute learning curve of me not understanding the program and yada yada yada. So let's go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just
Using
sketching,
Procreate.
and I was
Oh.
still too scared to draw bodies. I drew this, which I thought was
Oh.
going to be amazing, and I ended up really hating it. I think the colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least tried to draw like a full body, but I was so
tried
scared
to,
of getting
like,
it wrong that I think I just
stylize
made
it or
it look
something.
weird. So I practiced drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it. This is just to try it out. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna really wow you guys. I
Ooh.
started the line work. I tried my best to draw the actual hands. This is gonna be
He did the
so
pain.
good. And this was the end result. And I genuinely hate looking at it. I've looked at it so much.
Yeah, he spent all that effort on drawing line art to just... What happened? I think it's just... I mean... it's not bad, it's just... This is why you don't spend time on a line art. I'm trying to see like what happened.
I tend to first do a sketch, then colors, and then I do line work. For some reason this helps me visualize it better.
True. You didn't shade it right? Yeah, I think it's about... Yeah, I think it's about the shadows. Like the light direction and stuff. Because like that ear is like... Wait, can you even see my cursor? That ear is like fully like... like... It's like red? Why is it red? There's like no light source on it. And then the face features, it's like all blurry, I guess. And that's why like all that line art is just like gone. Because everything is just blurry.
I genuinely hate looking at it. I've looked at it so much, it just pisses me off. Even now, I don't want to... In my head, it was going to be so much more, you know? And then you look at it and you're like, oh, cool. That was it, huh? I desperately tried to draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black.
I hope you guys are not thinking that I was trying to be mean. I was just, because he said he hates it, I was trying to see what could have improved it, like in that way. I was not trying to him.
Contrast with some color.
I would never do that.
I didn't like it.
Also, that looks good.
I was getting so close to the deadline. I think I have like 20 days left until this video. I drew a full body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I still felt like I could do more. So I sketched for a couple days, and I told myself,
you're taking us this seriously. No, there's gonna be always that one guy who's gonna like
other way. This is the last thing I drew. I finished it yesterday.
Oh.
And I think I'm finally happy with it.
Wait, that looks so good. I mean, that hand pose is a little,
and I actually put some more time
ambitious.
Into the hair and like making the lines look nice and small little details and having the high contrast light. Maybe it's wrong, but it's there at least, and I think it makes it more interesting. You know, with some shadows and different pose. You know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think for a year progress, yeah. Am I allowed to be happy?
Yes. The hair highlights are nice.
There, you know, like
yeah, like dude, for 1 year starting from that's insane. What the yeah, that's amazing.
It took a lot of paint to get there, you know, like let's compare. Day 1, day 365.
Nice.
I don't know, maybe.
I think it's just like why I said that about the hand is because I had the same thing. Like I had this arc in my art in my art life where I thought that I need to draw something wicked, like some wicked pose or some wicked looking hands for it to be better, but that's not always the case.
Maybe you guys disagree, but I feel like I finally beat my 80-day whatever. This is still better. I don't know.
Just draw something with the same colors and you're gonna see the difference. Just literally try to redraw that or use like the same 2 colors on a different thing. I think that's why he really likes it. That's like very pleasant color palette to look at. Black, green, and like salad green.
This is still better. I don't know. I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support in with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really, really, really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid and I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it. It feels like I never stopped. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want other people to have this experience as well. People say that anyone can draw and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love to do so many different
how
things.
It works.
Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just a beginner. But with me drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging. Kids. And I think that was amazing.
People who are like, oh my god, I'm drawing better than you. What? Okay. Okay. Good luck. Really so what?
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one.
You know why? When I was at school, I always liked drawing for myself, and I was just chilling, drawing my own things. And if anything, I was trying to impress like my friends or like artists that I used to look up to. Like I would draw fan art. I would like try to get their attention, and I would draw to improve, to get to like draw better fan art from my favorite artists at that time. And I was just minding my business drawing at school, and some girls would come up to me and they would be like, your art is so bad, I can draw better than that. I was like, okay, like, just, okay, so do it. Like, I could never understand why that was a thing. And it was not just one girl, it was like, that's all kids do. Or like the guys would also be like, why are you drawing? I can do better, I can do that in 10 minutes. Like, why are people like that?